Hello everyone, my name is Protesilaos, also known as Prot. Just to provide you with another quick status update on the hut project, I just finished the new path to the stream. I built stairs, I built a pathway that leads to it, and I want to show you. This is a follow-up to a video I did a couple of weeks ago where I started clearing this area which is close to my hut. But let me switch to the rear camera and I will tour you around. So here it is. You may remember this spot. Let me take a step back. So you may remember this spot. This here, the first one here, actually there are two, is the tree I rescued from the tractor. You may remember it. Next to it, I thought this was the same kind of tree, but it turns out that this is an almond tree, the one that I rescued from the overgrown vegetation here. And over here we have a third tree. I forget now the name of it in English. It produces a fruit which looks like an apple. It is yellowish and not too sweet, but I forget now how it's called. Anyway, this is a fruit-bearing tree, but more importantly, it holds the soil in place, which is exactly what I want here. And here we have the stream, the access to the stream. The stream has lots of rubbish, and as I have said, I will clean everything here. So eventually I will clean everything. But before doing any kind of cleaning, I need to have regular access there, easy access there, for me to be able to get things done. And you can see here how I have cleared the spot here, but I will show you what is there. You see all that soil over there. I will go and show you. In the previous video, I had a shot here where you could see the overgrown vegetation, and it was vegetation all the way up here, you know, the notional space there. So down there, it was all the way vegetation. Actually, I will see if I can edit the video to just put it here, what I was showing in that clip. But otherwise, yeah, you have to go back and find it. I will point you to the timestamp. Vegetation here. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't this wild? You see? It's how the hut was. The whole area was like this. Dense like this. It was scary. It was really intimidating. And I started, and little by little I cleared it, and here I am, almost a year later, and I am happy with the result, and I will do the same here. It won't deter me. It won't intimidate me. You may recall. Anyway, let me show you. The idea is for me to plant one plain tree right over there, Platanus orientalis. Maybe I will also plant a willow tree, but I really want Platanus here. The idea is to prevent the stream, you see the stream over here, prevent it from ever coming this way and eroding the soil over here. I want it to stay on that side so that my hut, which is further to my right, is never ever in danger. Of course, this is not imminent danger. Even if there were to be a flood, it would only reach this point, you know, and then it would take years to eventually get to the spot where the hut is. But I don't want to lose anything to the stream. This is the idea. Okay, so let me show you what I did over there. And the idea is that we will go uphill from here. If you see that previous clip I did, all the place here was overgrown with vegetation of all sorts. Here we have a complex of almond trees. They look beautiful. And right here, to my surprise, we have oregano. And this is fantastic. Oregano, of course, great for salads. It is wonderful, smells very nice. So let's continue and let me show you folks what I have here. So this is the idea. To the right are some stairs that I built a while ago for me to go up there. I needed access to that hill. But now the idea is to go in that direction. So here is the almond tree. You can see it over there. It's dense. It has already lots of leaves. It is looking healthy. So here it is. Let's continue. Here, one second, let's explain. Here, right here. So over here, there was a hawthorn, a small hawthorn. Krategos is the official name of it. I forget Krategos what, but it's Krategus. The Greek name is Krategos, actually. The Latins always add an U where a Greek O is. So instead of Krategos, we have Krategus. So let's see. I added these canes here to inhibit the dogs from running down this path. Over there, we can see you don't want to fall down there. It will be painful, to say the least. And we continue. It's too bright now and I can barely see anything in the camera. Hopefully you can see. Basically what I have done is I have carved this path and I have cleared it from any kind of vegetation. Here we have one of the two hawthorns that I unearthed and planted here. So I transplanted it here. The idea is for it to hold the soil together here. The other Krategos, the one I told you about earlier, is here. There it is. So the hawthorn is right there. I watered them yesterday. They are doing great. And let's continue, folks. Let's continue. I need now to add another hawthorn here. The idea is, again, to hold together the soil. Here are my tools, of course. Let's remove them. I don't want to step on them by accident. And let's see now the stairs, the new path. Look at this. It's like descending into the center of the earth. Look at this. And of course, I did all this. I finished all this staircase, literally all of it, from the first stair up to here today. So it was, I don't know, now it's I think 12 o'clock, midday. It's Tuesday, the 2nd of April. And I started, I think, at 7 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I finished a few minutes ago. And yeah, you see it. You see it. So yeah, you see the stairs as they go. But before we go down there, here we have all this soil that I unearthed. Of course, I unearthed it by digging, by chipping away here from the mountain, by digging into it. And all this soil is not useless. I will not leave it here. I will rather move it down there. Of course, I will clear everything here. And I will move it down there to form a wall so that the stream does not come this way either. And I will tell you why I want to do that once we go down there. Let's continue. Let's continue down the stairs. These are not the most welcoming stairs, of course, but they are good enough for me. And that's what matters. I am the only one here, so I don't need to worry about them being good for other people. And here we are, folks. There is the idea. Of course, rubbish. I will pick it up. I will collect it. We see here we have more almond trees here growing, and that's very nice. Let's see what we have over here. You see the path up there and here. So let me tell you about the soil. Here, if you notice, there are signs of water that used to flow down this path and down here probably. So I suspect that at some point this was blocked and the water moved that way. So of course I want this to remain that way. So I will bring all this down and there, and I will put it there. And over here, somewhere here, once I clear it, of course, I will plant another plane tree, another Platanos orientalis. Here we see Rosa canina. This is quite a big one. Wow, this is massive for Rosa canina. I don't want to cut it down, but I do need to tame it a little bit. I will have to trim it. But yeah, of course, that's a project for another day, probably tomorrow. And the idea is for me to be able to gain access to the water. Of course, this is not just for me to reach this point, but this point is also nice, just by the water. This is a quiet place for contemplation and relaxation. And yeah, this is it, folks. This is it. That's all for today, folks. Let me switch to my camera and salute you. I am very happy with this result. Lots of work to reach this point. I will show you again, as I said the other video, how this place used to be like, and you will see. This was exceptionally hard, and the one word to describe it, I think, is tenacity. You need tenacity to do this sort of thing. You cannot just start and finish and have it done. You really need to power through this tough work. Thank you very much for your attention, folks. It's really warm now. I really need to take a break and drink some water and get a rest. Goodbye for now.